Well, good day, everyone, and welcome to the 12-volt news. That's right. Who knew? Who knew? But before we get into the 12-volt news, as always, weather. Weatherman Fernando, what is our current weather situation here?
Like most people know, here on Clearwater, Florida, it's 83 degrees.
I was gonna say, gotta get the 3.
Yes, it feels like 89. The high is gonna be 92, and the low is gonna be 89.
Dude, that is so funny. I mean, but see, like mine says feels like 90 and a high of 91.
That's crazy.
I know.
Yes. So this weather report is brought to you by DNF Tool Drawer.
The inaccurate Apple Watch.
Yes. If you're in car audio, please visit DNF Tool Drawer.
Wow, look at you.
I know, right?
Wow. All right.
We
Gotta
got
pay
some
those
more
bills.
stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say. Well, welcome everyone to the show. We've got a jam-packed show for you. But before we get to that, as always, Springfield, Massachusetts is checking in 71 with a high of 89. So they're tapping out where we're getting ready to start. Of course, what's up, Brad? Good morning from Modesto, California. Currently 63 with a high of 94. That just throws me off, man. Like the
swing.
The swing?
Yes.
Like because at nighttime you get this cool weather, almost could open your windows.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so weird.
But in the afternoon it's like close everything and
and pray. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, Sean. How are you? Good morning from San Diego, 63 with a high of 74. That sounds beautiful. Bobby checking in. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Bobby.
All I know is it's going to be hot.
Dude, that picture, if I can just lift my legs, I would be like, woo.
You need help.
That would be
the heat can get bent today. It is going to be hot.
So, Sean.
It's going to be hot. Same old. Houston checking in at 81 and muggy. Yeah. I mean, it's what it is. I mean, it's August. You know, we have the last death throes of summer. September. Yeah. I mean, for us, it's way. We have until October, November, but the rest of the world starts to slow down a little bit. Yeah. Summer is almost over. Kids are back to school.
Finally.
You know, it's a good time. Good morning. It's 60, very wet in the Pacific Northwest. It's shocking. Just totally shocking.
Very nice. Nice.
But yeah, no, I mean, I feel like, you know, I feel once kids go back to school, the summer's over. It's you know, I don't know why.
That's what
I mean, there's still plenty of summer left.
Oh, yes.
But it's a different summer.
Yeah.
You know, because like I always remember summer as like, you know, going into the pool, going crazy, doing all this fun stuff. And then as soon as school starts, it's like all of
everything
that pumps the brakes. Now we got responsibility. We got homework. We got
back to the normal schedule.
The weekends are still fun, but everything else just not fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But you know, oh, there you go. It's 90
Congratulations, Bobby. That's fantastic.
Basically lost almost all of you.
Wow. Yes, pretty much. Yeah, that is true. That's
little guys.
I'm not in the picture anymore.
Anyways, we got tons of news for you guys today. Lots of new product news. So let's just dive right into it as always, and let's see what we got. I'm gonna pull this one. I'm gonna do that. Oh, not that. I hate it when I do that. I'm gonna do that. There we go. I'll turn that on there.
Here you go.
DD Audio launches all new shallow subwoofers. Now, I have to say the definition of shallow is debatable. Like when manufacturers call something shallow.
Yeah.
So I feel like we need something between what would technically be shadow and what would be shallow
and normal.
Yeah. Like a mid-size.
Yeah.
Because you know, when you look at something like,
Well, I mean, think about this. If the company made this
yeah, no,
subwoofers,
I get
I
it.
think this one is a shallow subwoofer.
Which, yeah, but yes, but I think if we're gonna call something shallow, there should be some
it has to be
some
requirements.
specifications
Yeah.
as far as what we can consider shallow. These are definitely shallow by DD audio standards, and they have up to a 15.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. I feel like they're going after automobility.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going after the automobility market because that's so crazy and everybody loves those woofers. You know, and they have like a 15-inch shallow and all those things, which makes sense. I mean, with as chaotic as that company is, as far as like keeping things.
What I caught my eye is all the subwoofers are 1,000 watts.
Of course, motor structure is the same.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like it doesn't matter if you buy a 15.
No, the
or
motor.
a 10.
So the motor structure is what decides how much power it can handle. So as long as you know, if you build like, for example, if you take a Volkswagen Beetle and you put a LT1 engine in it, okay,
that would be nice.
It's what 800 horsepower.
It's still a Beetle.
It's still a Beetle, but it's got 800 horsepower, you know, or whatever the hell it is. You know, I'm not that guy, but
yeah.
How about practical size?
I like practical size.
I just don't think it sounds well on a poster. I think it's like women in practical shoes. I don't know. It's weird. It doesn't like, hey.
Practical application.
Motorcycle, yeah. Motorcycle subs, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I like for example, like Archive Shallow, the bad dog that's sitting right there.
What's the name?
The SW. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. SW 1202. You know.
Yeah.
Which is actually shallow. This is practical. So, hey, look, if you're looking for a practical 15-inch subwoofer, they got you, bro.
Yeah.
They got you, which is pretty cool. Moving on to some new amplifier news. Yeah. MTX launches marine audio line. Fantastic product. Everyone's happy with the new MTX stuff. It's doing really well. It's nice to see them coming back and putting a lot of effort into things.
We put a lot of effort into it, for sure.
However, I don't know when it became acceptable. And I get the cost and I get all the things associated with it. I just don't understand, when did it become, hey, we make this amplifier for car or we make this amplifier for boat, and we're just gonna either A, conformal coat it, or B, unconformal coat it, put it in a black heat sink, or conformal coat it, put it in a silver heat sink, and we're gonna call it marine, or we're gonna call it car. I don't. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna build a marine amplifier, there's things that marine amplifiers should be. That you know, like what will be for example, like a marine amplifier should not have screw down terminals. It should be a plug. Okay, they should plug in.
Okay.
Because we all know that screw down terminals is just one more thing to rust, and I can put a bunch of jelly on it. I can stick it in. Things should plug in marine environments. They should not be screw down terminals because there again, it's a boat. It's boom, boom, boom. Screw down terminals get loose. It should be a plug. Okay, and the good marine amplifiers are plugs, and plus you can seal the amplifier up better with a plug versus a big terminal that goes through the side of the amplifier.
I understand.
Size is a big deal. Like boats, though are bigger, don't always have tons of room where you put this giant amplifier in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I just feel like there's things that you could do in the marine world.
So if you want to get into the marine world, you gotta redesign an amplifier.
Look at it like this: motorcycles. Take Cicada for example, or take the Moto 8.
The 728,
800, whatever. 820. Yeah, 800. Yeah. So, what'd you call it? The 8 series.
Yeah.
These are purpose-built amplifiers to go into this world.
Yeah.
Okay. They're not just conformal coated 12-volt amplifiers that they say, hey, these will fit in a motorcycle.
They actually decide.
Yeah, they need to be small, compact, efficient, do silly things. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. They're not the only people that do this.
No.
To me, it's like always an afterthought, I feel. That you're designing it one way or the other, and then you're doing it. I don't get that. I think that's just That's just a quest for more money, which is the American way. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for it. Spend the money, do the thing. And I'm sure these are fantastic amplifiers. I just feel like if you're going to make a marine amplifier and don't pussyfoot around.
Yeah.
But, you have to, it's just, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it's just few companies, they actually go the extra mile to make the plugs and things like that. As for marine.
Yeah.
Now you can use any amplifier in a boat.
Yeah,
but
I just think there's a better way to do it. Either way, MTX now has marine amplifiers.
Beautiful amplifiers, yes.
Has a black version of it that'll also go into your car.
Yeah.
So cool there. Back to new speaker news. Helix introduces the new Compose 6.5.
Yeah.
So, Helix is one of those companies that love it, hate it. It's had its ups and downs. It started out very slow. It's been owned by a multitude of different. It's been around the block. The current MSC is doing a fantastic job of getting people to really recognize the product, enjoy the product. This is the latest in the Compose line. A lot of people love the new 8-inch Compose mid-bass.
Yeah.
They're using the hell out of that thing. So having a matching 6.5 to go along with it is probably a pretty welcome. Yeah, we'll just say, that. Now, one of the nice things about this, because one of the things that Helix doesn't do with their amplifiers is allow you to bridge their amplifiers. Typically, it's a 4-ohm, 2-ohm, no bridging, just because of the type of amplifiers they're using inside of their multi-amplifiers. So this speaker, smartly enough, is a 3-ohm speaker, taking advantage of the fact that, yes, you want to get a little bit more power out of their amplifiers. So, and it's a good marketing ploy too, because if you're going to buy their amplifier, obviously buying their speakers that are more optimized to get power out of those amplifiers makes a lot of sense. So kudos to them. It's a very nice looking speaker.
It is.
It has big beautiful phase cone in the center of it. But so they're available. So if you've been waiting, well, they will be available.
Yeah.
So if you've been waiting for the new Compose 6.5, you're in luck. What's up, Chris?
What up, Chris?
How are you? And then also, yes, there's 2 new mid-range that are coming, but they don't have pictures of those or when they're going to be out. So we'll just wait and see, and we'll talk about those once they hit. And then lastly, the new product news. If you're a Honda owner and for some reason you can't find an interface that already is out there for your car, these aren't anything to do like the new 2020s, 2022s, or anything like that. Crux introduces new interfaces for Hondas. Crux is one of those weird companies that makes some oddball stuff that, and then of course they clone a lot of stuff from other manufacturers. One of the things that they do offer that most people don't know about is if you have the Chrysler Dodge that has the high-res camera and you'd like to retain it instead of replacing it, they are one of the only manufacturers that makes an interface to allow you to retain that high-res camera in anybody's aftermarket radio. Yeah. So it'll down-res the camera into it. Now they have 3 new Honda interfaces. So if you're a fan of Crux or you just don't like the current selection available to you, there you go.
If you don't see it right there on the picture, it's only for replacing the radio.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So
there's no amp pro.
It's no amp pros. Yeah. Like I know some people like, oh, finally I can.
No, because somebody else would have to build it, and then they would steal it. And
oh wow.
I didn't mean that. I did mean that. Yeah. Anyways, they do some neat stuff. So if you're looking for oddball stuff that you might like, definitely check them out. They do have some different parts.
Yeah.
Anyways, next story up, JL Audio back order on many items. JL Audio, a Garmin brand. So this is one of those stories where I go, I don't even know why this is news, but it was, so we're going to talk about it because that's what we do. And to be fair, a lot of manufacturers are out of products right now. Yeah. Okay. And there's a reason for it. And some of you may have heard of there's this weird word floating around, and it's called tariffs. And everyone's kind of sick of tariffs or talking about tariffs or over tariffs. And basically, regardless of how you fall on the political aspect of tariffs, I really don't care. But what it does for a manufacturer is it makes it very hard to order products successfully. And you may or may not be able to fill back orders in a timely manner because you're concerned about the tariffs. And are they up? Are they down? Is it going to go lower? Is it going to go higher? So basically what you're doing is you're playing Russian roulette with your inventory and hoping to God that you buy at the right time. Regardless, like I said, I don't want to debate politics in this, but because of this, a lot of manufacturers have had to move to different areas to build things, wherever that might be, set up new facilities, put new things in place in order to build things, start from scratch in some cases, bringing them here, there, or wherever. And so what you run into, or just the price of, like JL, a lot of this was on their subwoofer enclosures, which they make here in the States, but getting the goods in order to make them, well, no one makes them here in the US.
So that was my question. I thought that the stealth boxes were made here.
Well, just like the other day when I went out to eat, I was talking to my girl, and she's like, the cost of coconut milk has skyrocketed. It used to be, $20, $30. Now it's $90.
Right.
She's like, so the price of me just making this little bowl of stuff, plus not only that, consumers have not been flocking to the restaurant like they used to. So they're actually having down days. So, there's a lot of things that could cause a manufacturer, whether it be JL or anybody else, to be out of products.
So I'm guessing they have the boxes?
But yeah, we talk about tariffs every day. Yeah, so there you go.
So it's like they have the boxes, but they don't have the subwoofers to put in them?
It could be a little bit everything. It could be they don't have, like, they could be out of resin. You know what I mean? They could be out of resin. They could be hard time getting carpet. The subwoofers might be on back order. They may have had, because they're, again, subwoofers, that the quantity that they buy is ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. I feel it's more like a subwoofer.
And magnets are one of those things that are heavily tariffed. So, there could be anything going on with any manufacturer at any point in time. And we also know that this isn't Amazon. So when I order something, it's not there in 2 days or less.
No.
It could be 3, 4, it could be 2 months, could be 60 days, could be 90 days.
Yeah.
So let's say you get everything figured out and then you have to order it. You still have to, warehouse is full, even got the new stuff in. And there again, it just comes down to planning, Brad. We've had he and I have had plenty of conversations of just trying to get things done and out, and it's a lot of back and forth. So in other words, that's why I didn't really understand why this was a news story, because it's like they're out of products. They're on back order. Things happen.
Yeah.
And this is, we all lived through COVID where everything was on back order. Always. It wasn't not on back order. So this is just new headaches for manufacturers that they have to deal with. Now, in JL's case, combine that with the fact that Garmin is now involved. And so some of the processes that could be happening could be flawed or might need to be under works, or who knows? Nobody really knows what's going on behind closed doors. But I think just because of manufacturer, I think a lot of people are just being hard on them at this point.
I think they still hurt from the name, that's just Look, they're trying, people. They're
trying. So if for some reason you're dying for a stealth box right now, or one of their products that they're out of, hey, be patient. It could be another 30 days. It's just part of life. I think the other thing too is that we're so accustomed to buy
3 or 4 days,
and then it's here in 3 or 4 days. And it's like, dude, the thing I ordered last night. So they had a sale, it's $500 off. Okay, that's why I took advantage of the sale. You want to know what shipping was?
$500 off.
Oh no, this gets better. You know how much the shipping cost me?
$1,000.
$480. So I saved $20.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
$20 is $20.
$20 is $20 for sure.
Hey, man.
Yeah. All right. So.
Yeah.
More numbers for car audio dealers.
Yeah.
This is one of those weird stories. So I hadn't mentioned it yet, but let me do this real quick because. We get all our news from CE Outlook. I have a cool little thing that I bring up, but it's like this, and it's like, hey, look, it's CE Outlook. There's links in the show notes and all this. This is one of those stories that we're going to talk about, but you kind of really, if you want to know more, you can go read some of this information. We had a conversation the other day here where there's an industry mag that every month they put out, and it's spotlight on dealers, and it's really just industry for us to take a look at what's going on and maybe get ideas and books to read and what other dealers are doing and maybe get some insight and stuff like that. SEMA, the big car show that's in November, they also consolidate a lot of information. They have a big base in which they pull information. And of course, they come out and they say that the cardio numbers are down, which we kind of all know this. It's not like a surprise because, we get quarterly reports from or whatever from manufacturers, and we can see where the numbers are down. We can look at the people walking in the store. We also know where the numbers are down. But one of the things in this article that really kind of twisted my screws, so to speak, was how the car audio industry is just getting raped of its products that were originally in the car audio industry. Okay, so think about this for a minute. Back in the 90s, Street Glow came out, which was a neon company. All right. Okay. And it was literally exclusively sold through car audio shops. Okay. It wasn't sold anywhere else. Eventually, the discount auto parts and stuff like that, Napas and all those, started to sell knockoff versions of the stuff from questionable places that were garbage. And eventually that company went out of business. And well, the point is that business started in the car audio shops and eventually moved its way out, Jeeps, whips and all this other stuff. And so they took that out of our money, so to speak, because no longer it's lighting category. So no longer is it part of 12 volt. And then you look at like radar detectors and ADAS and backup cameras and mirrors and dash cams. And these are all things that have started in the 12 volt industry. And they keep pulling that money out of these, and they put them in their own little categories now. Now it's like driver safety. And it's like, okay, so like we've always tried to evolve and find the newest thing to make money and to keep the lights on and do all this other fun stuff. And then people come along like these guys, and they literally just pull these out of our category and put them into a new category so that they can grow and make money, and they can report and tell cool stories. And you just sit there and go, well, yeah, no shit. We're down in this category. Well, because this used to be part of that category. It's like, come on, guys. Like, who are you kidding? We had the same thing years ago when we were an Alpine dealer, which we still are, but this is in AVE's time. And they came in and like, your numbers are down. And we're like, well, yeah.
Well, pick it up.
Well, they're like, well, you need to make up. And it's like, okay, so you took alarms away from us. You took the Sirius XM tuners away from us, and you took away the 110 bandpass from us, to name three things off the top of my head that we were doing like, I don't know, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 of business with. And then you're going to come to me and complain that we're down? Like, you took this business away from us. We were doing fine with it, and you decided that you didn't want to be in this business anymore. And then you expect me to somehow, with your current lineup, add in another $30,000, $40,000, $50,000? Are you out of your mind?
We have plenty of 6.5s, man.
We have plenty of 6.5s. So I don't know. I always find this annoying when you look at it and you're like that used to be our money. Right. And now you've put it in and you're over here going, look at the growth in this. And it's like, well, yeah, but who's selling it?
Well, it's like when COVID happens, right? I think that was when that happens and everybody starts spending so much money.
Oh, yeah.
And then boom, everything just like
dried up,
and the company's like, what happened?
Oh yeah,
like you don't make your quarter.
Yeah, that was another conversation where I was talking with a manufacturer and they were complaining to me that we weren't going to get our discounts, and I go, why is that? Well, you guys aren't doing the money you were doing this time last year, and I go, this time last year was a goof. Yeah, well that's not our problem. I'm like, I go, really? Yeah. So this is the game, and I was pissed, and I said, this is the game we're gonna play. So this is how you guys. This is after 30 years of business with you, how you feel you should be treating us, because some pandemic happened and everyone went crazy and lost their minds and spent a whole bunch of money, and then the next year where everything kind of starts to go back to normal and money is normal again. you're going to hold that against us?
Yeah, because I don't think they see it as a pandemic.
Oh no!
issue.
Everybody was on the same page. It's,
Right.
it's the distortion field that you create around yourself.
Hey man,
that is bullshit.
what have you done?
Yeah.
What have you done for me lately?
Yeah,
You know, it's
exactly. Well, yeah, for sure. Back to the previous story. Yeah, Vera says Amazon ruined patience. Yeah. You know, I think patience was destroyed before Amazon.
What are patience?
That's the whole reason why Amazon exists. So finally,
Yeah.
Ford is developing a. Okay. I'm into stand-up comedy. I love watching stand-up comedy. I love reading funny things. And I think this is probably the funniest thing that we're going to read today. Ford is developing a $30,000 EV pickup truck. So there's that other weird little pickup truck that's supposed to be coming out. That's base model, doesn't have anything in it. You know, it's real basic. And it's going to be cheap, like $2,400 or $24,000.
From what manufacturer?
Not from any manufacturer. It's like a Tesla startup. So it's just this weird little pickup truck that's coming out.
Okay.
I'm sure somebody in the comments knows what I'm talking about. And it's like Slate. Yes, thank you. See, I knew somebody would know. The Slate. Yeah, look it up. It's a little basic. It looks like a little Ford Ranger. Okay. But there's nothing to it. It's 100%. You make it what you want. If you want it to have a topper, if you want it to have
and it's an
seats,
EV.
Yeah, it's 100%. Yeah. So it's a neat concept. I don't know if it'll ever work because you know, neat concepts usually mean they're not going to work. But yeah, see, it's a little cool little truck. You know, it's pretty.
I like the purple.
Yeah. You know, so you can add the topper to it. Now you have that. So you basically can add all these pieces to it. Oh,
yeah.
Go back to here. All right. So either way, Ford has decided that they're going to try to come out. And just like we were talking about yesterday, we were talking about the price of these vehicles is ungodly because of all of the other things. You have unions, you have retirement, you have healthcare, all these things that are built into the price of a car that have nothing to do with the price of the car are the reason why something like a $30,000 pickup truck is unobtainium. It's not even possible. Yeah. I mean, the Ford EV was supposed to be reasonably priced, and look how much that thing turned out to be. Oh, it's like $80,000 for an F-150 with a battery.
Well, I mean, right now the basic car is around like 30 grand, basic.
Right.
You know, so actually design 104.
So
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Their website's pretty neat for sure. The Slate with Bluetooth speakers for audio. Yeah. I
think the coolest part in here is the actually hat.
A Slate from Amazon. Plastic card on radio. Yeah. The Slate with a Bluetooth speaker for audio. Listen, I would buy one.
Really?
Yeah. Oh heck yeah.
No.
Why not? It looks cool. Look, brand new car for under, you know, right around 20 grand. I mean, you know, that's a pickup truck, and I don't need anything fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like I'm ever going to get around to putting a stereo in it. So, I mean, who cares?
I mean, why not? You can do anything in this car. That's probably this is the reason why you buy it.
Yeah. So because a Nissan Versa is 20 grand.
Because it has you holder for your iPad.
Exactly. So my point is the likelihood of Ford being able to come out with a $30,000 reasonably priced EV pickup truck is pretty hard to like.
You don't think that's
I don't think it's even possible. No, it'll be 50 grand. It'll suck, and everyone will be like, "What happened? What happened?" The fact that they even announced something like this should be shame on them.
I think they're gonna come out with something like that. So it's just gonna be plastic.
It's just gonna be crap. And the reality is like a Chinese EV will kick its butt. Like for the same amount of money. But we won't be able to ever see those because there'll be 500% tariffs on them. So in order for it to come into the United States, it'll be like a 500% tariff so that we can be competitive. Basically, when a better product comes in and like we're over here making these that are crap. So yeah, it'll just be
Man, I still want to see it.
Oh no, I would love to see it. Trust me. They will sell tons of them. $30,000 because there's plenty of people that need something like this.
Yeah.
Just like the Slate. I think the Slate is going to do well.
Yeah.
But we'll see. As always, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what the future brings.
More electric cars. That's what the future brings.
So I'm gonna end on this. The other day Haley and I went to Wawa's. She wanted dinner, and then she was like, "I also need gas. How cool is this?" So we both went because she doesn't like going to the gas station at nighttime. So we go to the gas station. She's pumping gas, and she's like, "Oh," I go, "What?" She goes, "I hate pumping gas." I said, "Why?" She goes, "It's just a waste of time." And I go, "I mean, you could have a Tesla." She goes, "Oh, don't even get me started on that. Like just sitting in your car and waiting. Oh my God, how just terrible is that?" Yeah.
So now I get it.
What?
The base for the car is gonna be 30 grand.
Listen,
plus,
if you can't even buy it for 30 grand,
no,
that's ridiculous.
But this is the magic word right there.
Well, no, base. That's fine, but I should still be able to buy the base model.
Plus the tires, plus the carpet, plus all that stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. Either way, yeah. Oh yeah, you got to buy the tires.
That's what I'm saying. The base is just 30 grand.
It just comes with some 13-inch, 13x4s. Yeah, there you go. Either way, hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. You got the news. It's Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday, in case you didn't know this, and we'll be back at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to take all your car stereo questions. It's Saturday's Q&A show, so make sure to tune in for that. If you had questions about car stereo, this is a news show. We don't do that here, but we will happily take yours tomorrow, as well as you can also find us on Instagram where we pop in and tell you what's happening in the Bay and also take some of your questions. But with that, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you later. Bye.